Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Vuvu and this is VVR Veda. If you are new on here, please consider pressing the red subscribe button down below. If you are a returnee, a member of the tribe, welcome back fam, and thank you for joining me once more. And if you're somebody who's been stopping by, especially during VVR Veda, and you're liking what you're seeing, please consider pressing the red subscribe button down below and joining the tribe. On today's video, I'm giving you a short review of An Orchestra of Minorities by Chigozie Obioma.
So Vena _reads is an amazing book reviewer, also YouTuber. She reviews books on YouTube, and if I'm not mistaken, she also has a blog as well. So please, if for your connection with literature, get in touch with or follow at VUVUVENA_reads. She is based in South Africa, and I think it is also extremely important to follow literary content creators who are based outside of the West and in continental Africa, because they do a really good job of bridging the gap.
We appreciate you, Vuvu, for bringing us Turning Pages and for bringing us your BookTube channel.
You know, this is a chance for people to actually see some people that I really enjoy.
Please consider pressing the red subscribe button down below, and if you're a returnee, welcome back fam.
Vuvu, you're amazing. Thank you so much for your time.
I first stumbled on Chigozie Obioma's work with The Fisherman, which is his debut novel, which was nominated or shortlisted for the Man Booker Prize. So was An Orchestra of Minorities. We did have a conversation on this channel with Chigozie after we read his book for my personal book club over on Facebook, the Vuvu Vena Reads book club. If you are interested in that conversation, please do see the cards above. And if you're somebody who can't sit down to sit and watch that entire conversation, it is available on my podcast, Turning Pages with Vuvu Vena, which is available on all major podcast directories. So this is his Sophmore, which was also shortlisted for the Man Booker Prize. And in this one, we follow a farmer named Chinonso, who finds himself in a pickle. So this story is told through the point of view of Chinonso's spiritual guide. I think they are called Chis. So it's told through the viewpoint of his Chi, who is standing in front of the gods, advocating for Chinonso not to get what would be due punishment for the pickle that he finds himself in because of the nature of his character, and because of who he is, this happened in error. So what Chigozie does is that he then takes us on a journey of basically commentary on the human nature and how there are repercussions for our actions, and how sometimes we don't intentionally set out to cause harm, but our actions might result in harmful situations. He writes this in somewhat of a complicated way, so it is very hard to get into in terms of especially starting out. It is written with a lot of Nigerian idioms and spiritual I want to say traditions, but not traditions, but not even myths, but it's sprinkled with a lot of culture that is linked to Nigerian spirituality and African spirituality. And in this journey that Chigozie takes us on, we discover love, we discover betrayal, we discover what it is a man would do for love. We also discover how the innocent are usually the ones who are the most vulnerable. We discover how pain can cause us to behave in a certain way, how the actions of others can deter our life's path. We realize that we are more than just the shell of a human being that we see on an everyday life. We see that in the background there's always something or someone who's advocating for us. We see also that there is a limit to love, and that sometimes love doesn't play out in the manner in which we would like it to. there's a lot of philosophy that Chigozie has crammed into this particular book, and I understand why a lot of people might find it difficult to digest and to read through. It is not what I would consider an easy read. I did accompany mine with the audio from Audible, which made it a little bit more easy, but it was still one of those that you can't just devour in one sitting. You have to apply your mind as you're reading this, and I think that his chosen vessel for telling the story might be the first deterrent for a person who isn't into that kind of literature. However, as you go along the story, that vessel becomes pretty endearing, and especially because through him we get to learn a lot about Chinonso, who also becomes a pretty endearing character in the end, or even throughout the story. You feel a lot of pain for the character because the level of naive that he is really quite shameful, if I may say, put it that way, as in it's pretty sad that he should exist in such a cruel world, being the innocent person that he is at his age. Like I'm saying, it's quite full of philosophy, so if you're not the kind of person who's into philosophical reads, it might not be your thing, but I did enjoy this. Like I'm saying though, it was with great effort that I got myself to a point where I knew how to consume this book, but I have no regrets because it is one that has stuck with me since I read it. The principles, the lessons that were kind of intertwined in the story were really worth the trouble. It isn't a fisherman. The Fisherman, I don't want to lie to you guys, so if you have read The Fisherman and you loved it and you thought that this author would be consistent in terms of the style of writing or the style of genre that he's gone for, it isn't that. And I think that that's what also sets some authors apart, is being able to dabble in different genres. I liked that he did that, and this one is, like I'm saying, a little bit more challenging to the reader, which sometimes is good, sometimes isn't good, but he's a great storyteller, so I was very happy to go on this trip. I ended up rating this one a 3.5 stars, and that brings me to the end of this review. I hope you enjoyed it. If you have, please kindly let me know if you managed to read this book at any point or wanted to start it, or and you couldn't, and tell me what was your deterring factor. Would you listen to it via audio? Have you read any of Chigozie's other works? If you have, do let me know, and let's have a discussion, let's have a chit chat in the comments down below. Other than that, thank you so very much for joining me. Don't forget to like, share, comment and subscribe, and until next time, I love you very much for choosing me. Bye now.